Alex is correct. Alex is correct. Alex and Anders, as a matter of fact.
I wish I could pull off a really good chat. I feel like I would insult a lot of people if that happened, so we won't be doing that. Instead, the fight is on in the middle of Inferno. It's no breaks here. Straight into the action. Sunpayas opening up, and what a follow-up headshot. Oh, he's got more. A nice triple to begin the round with. That is an action-packed start, and if they want to take down Liquid, it's going to have to be at this level. That was explosive.
They had to start like that. Liquid wanted to take this round by force. Movistar held their ground. That's great to see from them. I think the desk had agreed that Liquid, they're in some very sharp form right now. The individuals are popping off. The team looks solid. But Movistar, they have that underdog chance. They've looked pretty good, and they took down players yesterday. That was the surprise victory of the group.
Absolutely was, yeah. Don't know if I would have picked from the outset. Maybe I would have said, you know what, actually probably, yeah, maybe a team like players would be one of the ones, or maybe big in this, that could sort of put a little bit of pressure on Liquid. But Movistar right now actually maybe could do it, even if Liquid have been pretty good. I don't think they can win necessarily, but they could definitely make this, I think, a competitive game. So I think on brand name alone, maybe it doesn't look like that much, but I think it could be exciting. Although this stack is actually, everyone is here nearly. 4 out of 5 players from Liquid on the B-bomb side. Shox holding it, he's waiting, they're not checking. Oh no, and it's a big double. They forgot one little corner Maui, and sometimes that'll cost you everything.
That was so well played by Shox. The trigger discipline right there was everything. Waiting for some kind of lineup. Sometimes in those kind of moments, you eventually just say, surely I'm going to be checked. But Shox, he held his nerve, and it was paramount to the success of Liquid here. Nice little bait setup between him and Naf, where Naf took the first contact from seemingly that exact same position. So Movistar definitely were going to overlook it. And it looks like Death's already going for the save. So Liquid, they bite back. 1-1. Very nice little stack play coming out from Liquid early on. They got some tricks. We've liked their tricks so far in this group.
Yeah, we really have. I feel like a lot of the times, especially on Inferno maybe, players on the C side will try to avoid running into stacks like that a little bit, but they were really committed to it. Like, I understand the idea that obviously the upside of putting so much speed behind is that you're not going to get slowly picked off with deagles and all the rest of it, but man, you see the downside here. They didn't even, like, they just went for it, even when they realized, okay, there's a lot of people who are like, yeah, but we're still going to go. We're going to follow up. A little bit scary.
They just full sent it, full committed. It's pretty unlikely, I would say, for CTs to normally have that many people in the B bomb site. So Movistar, after finding the 1 kill, think, okay, we've got the other guy isolated. I think it was actually Nitro that showed himself earlier in the round with the CZ, and they thought that was it. He thought he was back behind the smoke.
Not quite so. Bit of a... We were celebrating Movistar for all of 1 round, because I really think playing against Liquid to the way that they're playing right now, you needed probably win this pistol round, needed to roll it into like a good 3-round lead and really like get up and running quickly on. So getting shut down already in the second round, that's surely a bit of a disaster.
There's still a fight for economy though. There's still an opportunity here for Movistar to even up the score, or at least to find the lead. Nice flash setup, but no contest.
No, not quite. Some random nades being thrown out, and a bit of an attempt to take control of apartments. Why not? So pretty basic stuff. They're not controlling Banana at the moment, though, Movistar, so interested to see how that's going to be playing out. Does shrink the map heavily, obviously, when you can't push the CTs back. They don't have that many nades to try and do it. If they wanted to go back and do it now, it'd definitely be tricky.
There's simply not a lot to work with for Movistar here. And Nitro, he's already at the bottom of Banana. He's giving a lot of information. Elige with the boost he received from OC. Oh, okay, wow, Nitro just pushes on forward. 5v4, still wants to find more. And now they're enclosing Movistar. They're all over him. Wow, this is a very forceful push coming out from Nitro. Maybe oversteps there just a little, but as a matter of fact, OC's pushing from long, so it was all calculated. A pinch coming out.
That really is super aggressive. Probably not necessary, but it does get the job done, and probably...
It sends a message.
It does send a message, yeah.
This is something that Stewie did a lot for Liquid back when he was playing for them, constantly trying to go for those flanks. So many rounds won because of that. And Nitro is taking a page from the old leader's book.
I can't figure out if I'm just making this up in my own head, but I feel like since Stewie started doing this, and obviously that's been going on for a long time, I feel like more and more players I'm seeing now doing it. I mean, we sometimes see Nico do it on G2. Like, I feel like it's kind of like catching on more and more. I almost want to credit Stewie for opening the door a little bit to how powerful that could be.
Inferno's been a map lately in the pool where it feels like for CTs, you're devoid of information a lot, and you either have to fight heavily for Banana to keep it, or you have to keep up your bracket setup, and sometimes that gets you into trouble. There's a lot of ways that these teams like to retake Banana, retake bracket, so for the T's that is. So yeah, going for that sort of push, it may feel a little bit risky, essentially potentially giving up a 5v4, making it a 4v4, but it's a calculated risk and one that a lot of these top tier teams have weighed at this point and think that we just want that info no matter what.
A little bit of damage in that round. Could have been the Neff went down at the end. He was a little bit low on health, but in the end, it works out all right. So a 3-1 lead for Liquid to start the map with. But they're back with more guns on the side of Movistar, so we'll see what they can get done. I mean, they're more nades, more importantly, this time. Curious to see if they're going to try and fight for banana control or not. Oh, he actually does get the connection there. That is so quick, and he tries for the flick, trying to see if he could land it on Sunpayas down there at the underpass. We're not going to quite do that. Wow. Run boosted into a quick flick and actually did hit it. Every day is like a new display of what OC could do.
People are loving it. The OC memes are in full force online, and it's hard not to get excited because it's been so long since NA has had a prominent opper. I mean, Nitro did a fantastic job actually when Liquid were popping off with that Grand Slam run, but it was hard to fully embrace him as a star opper for the team because there was so much rifle firepower.
Yeah, I mean that happens to some players. They get put into a lineup and they have to sort of defer to someone else, and they have to sort of like play second in line. Definitely, right now he's either been given or getting many chances at any rate to really show what he could do. Seems to be a lot. Nitro, if he goes down this round, could actually be really awkward. It's Shox instead to fall first, and there's Nitro next. Big openings right now for Movistar. mopoz and Deaths each picking up one. Absolutely huge. And 5 versus 3 in this one. They have some time still, 27 seconds. Yeah, they got the B-bombs under control. I was going to say, otherwise, I respect the idea that they were taking it a little bit slowly, even in that 3-on-5. Like, they weren't just straight rushing into it. But obviously, 30 seconds, you do need to eventually get the bomb down. So they're going to be fine in this one. Interesting.
One of the few flaws of what Nitro is doing with the jump spot there is that if the encroaching T does find the right timing, they can just sneak up on that side wall. And especially if you hear the guy jump spotting, you're just going to pre-aim him and take him out. It's in fact one of the freest kills if you get it.
Yeah.
But doesn't quite work out for Liquid. In terms of the theory behind the round, having the 1-4, very common. People have been doing this on Inferno pretty much, I would say, for 4 years easily. So yeah. It's not a bad play by any means. Just one that didn't quite work this time. Whew. That's swift.
That is really quick. Wait, why is Shox looking that way?
I guess he went up boiler and figured someone from Movistar was posted deep hallway. That's okay. That's a little interesting now, seeing that back.
That really did look like he was looking the wrong way.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. But a lot of teams over the time, I think the one that really comes to mind for me is probably the dominant Astralis lineup. They made a lot on the CT side out of saving whenever they really could and just keeping the economy alive forever and ever and ever. And
yeah,
there is like a lot more history behind doing that. Some teams are just way better at it than others, but for Liquid's point of view, keeping 3 rifles alive in the last round is going to keep them competitive for much longer here. So we'll see if that's going to have a big effect. It easily could have. Movistar would have loved to have taken everything away, but probably weren't in a position to. Some exchanges on Banana early on here. mopoz leading the charge a little bit.
Not really the space taken from Liquid that they would have wanted. They're still just playing at that corner spot. Naf and Nitro. Finally rotating over is Elige. And Movistar looks like they're going for a bit of a bracket take. That's a nice nade, but this seems to be a B-wrap.
Molotov as well. spam, it's pretty good. Tags up deaths a little bit more, makes it easier for the follow-up. But this ramp could still be pretty dangerous. If they can keep them out of the library, make sure Elige can't join the fight, then really it shocks an OC inside of the A-bomb site. But the bomb, ooh, it's dropped really far back. It looks like they're going to shrink away from this position and maybe try and rotate it back to B. Although Liquid are reading it really well. Naf is already showing up. Nitro has a smoke down. Oh, this could get really ugly for Movistar. No more smokes left to be put up in this position, so they're still going to be running through. A nice entry. Mopoz even getting shot at the back, and he spins around through the smoke and takes down Naf. That is absolutely exceptional.
And that probably prices Liquid out of the round. Yeah, Elige going for that. That was the last hope for them there. And Movistar, despite the fact that their potential B-Rap, A-Rap, whatever that play was supposed to be, didn't work out. They just 5-man it back to B, and there wasn't the utility for Liquid to slow down that push. There was a smoke there, but mopoz found a little bit of a gap, and that was all he needed to find the double entry. Very nice for mopoz. He was responsible for providing a lot of output in the game against players yesterday. The guy was juggling some very difficult situations. He did a very good job at, even when getting crunched, just somehow spinning around, getting 2 kills, coming up with more than he should have. And for Movistar to take this game against Liquid, they absolutely need him to be a wrecking ball.
Yeah, this is really unbelievable. I guess you could say a little bit lucky that he finds that angle afterwards, but I'm so impressed even getting the opening kill right there, because he had to beat that timing on the smoke so hard. If he fails that, then Naf probably is going to be there and it's going to be locked down. So pretty impressive. Timeout.
Already. Liquid, probably, they should know that they had a favorable situation for themselves in the waning moments of the last round. It's just the execution wasn't quite there for them. Just a little bit slow. And Movistar might be a team that they need to save a little bit more utility against. Some of the plays for Movistar in the past have gone down to the last 30 seconds of a round, and if you're dumping util too early, it's for naught.
Which I think is probably one of the hardest skills to I mean, I think everyone kind of knows it, that, yeah, like those grenades become more valuable the less time that's on the clock. That's kind of self-evident, but actually remembering it inside of a round, like you feel that pressure, especially if you're playing that B-bomb, so you just want to throw that smoke, because if you die without throwing it, then you feel like you've really messed it up. So it almost feels like, does it really matter if it's 10 seconds earlier or later? But it actually does in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, I can sympathize with that. There really are some players that are so good at holding it just forever and ever and ever.
There's a drastic difference between throwing your smoke at 40 seconds left in the round versus 25.
Yeah.
It changes the entire makeup of a late round hit.
I don't know about you, but I have like this rule of thumb in my head. I try and look whenever there's about 35 seconds left. I try and see like how much is actually left. It's a pretty good indication, I think. Ooh, big opening double for Alex. They did lose David G in the meantime, but that is so worth it. And look at the rotation, and they already kind of feeling it out. mopoz is already over at top banana. Nitro's starting to realize, yeah, wait a minute, they're not really following that up. Might be getting a call from the A defense, and it's probably too late. Nitro would basically have to get a quick double kill here to make this round viable. 40 seconds now, and they are getting a couple of more people back. Naf, that is so close, but mopoz will still take down Nitro, and they're going to call it off right afterwards. This is a very, very good return to the game here for Movistar. I'm impressed.
Same. Good B take. They manipulated the defense. That bracket take, though, was very clean to open things up. Great opener coming out from Movistar. The smoke, flash, molly combo. Even with the counter smoke that Liquid threw, Movistar was able to fight through it all, and it pays off for them. Naf able to find one, but Movistar taking the lead, 4-3, and honestly, I'm pretty impressed with the fact that they're so quick with their mid-round calls. In an instant, they're just flying up B. It's so much conviction in their play already.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of pressure on here. If you think about how Liquid were playing the CT side of Dust 2 yesterday, and how we talked about Nitro pushing out of long, actually sort of flanking into T-spawn when they were on the CT side, and they had a bunch of rounds where they had OC push up to look down lower dark or even top mid with the AWP. And I think they even had a couple of pushes where they pushed into upper dark from the V-bomb side. So they were super proactive on the CT side, and it was really cool and it worked really well. this so far on this map, apart from Nitro flanking, they've been pushed back pretty far. They haven't had a lot of chances to try and take a lot of map control away from Movistar.
Movistar set the tone with the pistol. The fact that Liquid tried to push all the way down mid, and then Movistar just met them with 3 headshots from Sun Pius, that sent a message, and Liquid are still reeling from that just a bit. They're not as comfortable as you might have seen them in a different type of game with a different type of pistol round. And I think that Liquid will have to get proactive in this one, because Movistar are doing an excellent job converting. Once they have map control, they know how to use their utility. This is a roster that's been together for some time now, a really good stretch of time ever since Smooya left. So they know how they want to end rounds. They're unified in terms of their philosophy for how to approach this game.
Nice double nade there at the top of Banana. Oh,
nice shot.
A flick right there. Taking down Deaths, and he's ready for more. Alex has to be really, really careful. Playing 5 versus 3. 45 seconds, almost catching it. That is probably deserving of a kill, but not going to be able to get it this time. Elige and OC are both a little bit low on health, but the bomb is all the way back at the bottom of T-Ramp, and there's about 30 seconds left. So, either way, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. They're simply running out of time here. Shox has gone down. 25 seconds. I don't think they can win the round anymore. I don't actually think they can get the bomb up here now. So they might be able to get the kills. That's probably the only way.
And with the B players staying alive, there's no way for Movistar to win this. This is almost just a cosmetic fight for them. If they get the kill, that's great. But yeah, as we've already stated, the bomb is a mile away from this situation. And DaviG gets himself on the board with that frag. And well, you don't want to die after time, but he'll keep himself alive.
Only
it's
barely.
Really curious. Yeah, that's really curious that they just didn't have the bomb that entire time. Because that was very close to being a successful B take, and it could have been a post plant. This shot is nice from Alex.
Yeah, he's standing on top of the bicycle back there.
Yeah.
Gets knocked down. 4-4, all tied up. But yeah, it happens, I guess. Sometimes everyone makes an assumption, and you kind of forget a little bit about the fact that that no one is carrying the bomb, and they just fought to the death instead. Fair enough.
A little bit of an oversight there. Don't usually see that from teams that are playing at this level, but mistakes happen.
It feels like Liquid have kind of given up on getting that deep banana control for a minute. They're kind of letting mopoz have the first part of banana. What do you make of that? That's
true, and maybe they just see something that they'd rather fight for at A. And yeah, again, Liquid, they start 3 towards A.
Yeah.
OC's going to be going for the pick down middle. Op v op duel potentially. No, he'll just go for the alt mid peek. Oh, and he just missed the timing. Wow, Sun Pius just swung out then. This round already, if 2 different things happen a second earlier, completely different. Completely different.
The margins are so thin. Yes. Almost nothing has to change there. But yeah, you're right. That's an interesting thing to point out, even the fact that they start 3 at A, which I think is a little bit more uncommon now. At least people tend to drop nades outside of B and stuff like that. There's like a little bit more of an emphasis on that sometimes.
I've seen heroic games where they don't start 3A on any round for an entire half.
Yeah, sometimes people will actually run 4 people to the B bomb site, and they'll stay there, and then because it feels like it's for free basically.
Yeah.
Almost nobody rushes top mid on the T side, so the timing, and that's an easy kill. mopoz going down. He's been playing that position for a bunch of rounds consecutively. I wonder if Liquid can kind of guess what's happening here, because every other round when mopoz has been there, they've been pushing top mid, and then they've returned to banana and end up going B. So they might be able to guess that the rest of the team is over on this side.
The hay cart smoke comes out. Elige is postured very close. Oh, that flash would have blinded him, actually. But DaviG and Alex find it. 2 headshots apiece. Shock still in the pit, able to come up with 1. But Movistar, they've been frozen here, and now OC pushes through the smoke. A bold play at that. Busts out the Tech 9 to finish things off. That was a great round from OC. The peak towards Banana, and then finishing things up with the cleanup duties on A.
It's absolutely spectacular, and this is one of those things. I think you and I talked a little bit about this yesterday off camera, but this idea of if you were a talent scout, what kind of things would you sort of be looking for? And obviously, you could look at his AWPing in general, like shots like these, you think, okay, like that's a little bit of a plus, that seems cool. But I would even say before this, the decision to go through the smoke or not, knowing that his teammate is in the pit, is something that, especially a lot of AWP players, I think will feel a second of hesitation around.
Right.
Because it feels risky, but obviously, I'd say that's a huge plus, right? Because if Shox dies alone back there, that round is back in play for Movistar, right? They can win it.
And you got to even think of the odds beyond that. If he doesn't push the smoke and they do kill Shox, 2v2 post-plant, the T's win that a large percentage of the time. Even with great utility from CTs, it's very hard to retake that site. So going for that peak right then is, in a way, a calculated risk. Sure, you might lose the op, but you also, by dying even, you might set up Shox for a multi-frag himself. It helps him out, and it's actually OC that's rewarded. Now Nitro's playing close corner, got the coffin flash set up from Elige. It'll be a double swing. Mopoz, he was playing anti-flash, but still couldn't recover in time.
Ooh, okay. Actually did hit after that.
Lucky tag, nice.
Spoke a lot about Nitro yesterday, getting opening kills and just actually generally doing way more than maybe we were expecting from him, given the fact that he's still kind of recently returned to the game. So good to see that that still is something that he could do here. He's got 7 kills right now. It's not bad at all. Flash and a smoke on top of him. Doesn't really connect there with the blind spray. 25 seconds. Nice little push through. Elige definitely could have got a double. Look at how low they are. Damage and Sunpie is practically both dead. Although he spins around, sees it coming. Naf goes down. What a turnaround this is. They're still running out of time though. 13 seconds. And now it's a 1 versus 2. OC. He's got a chance here. They have to go for a bomb plant. They can't really delay any longer. Nade, yeah, that could get the kill. Oh, it's gonna almost chase him down, but not quite. And now the trouble is, he has to go and find them deep in the bomb site. They might be low on health, but how do you actually catch them inside? And he's gonna get shot in the back. Man, I cannot believe Movistar won this round.
That was just excellent trading into that site. And also the fact that Movistar cleared Naf out. There was a case to think that that B bomb site was open and free, but no, they actually checked him. It looked like they hard cleared him. There was a lot of action very quickly there, but Movistar, they're not going to get fooled by stuff like that. They are being very thorough with their approach. Davig just pressing on forward too. He could have played such a safe game. You have 10 HP, but I like to see that. We're seeing confidence from both sides come out.
And they finally break the Liquid economy completely. I think a lot of the other rounds, Liquid have managed to save those 2 or 3 rifles, even when they've lost them. This was a full wipeout. Huge difference. Ooh.
Oh, the timing.
Yeah.
This game has had a lot of almosts.
They can go for it. This backfired on them in the second round where they lost that stack, but they're going to do it again. Okay, I can't explain that, but they should still win the round. Probably still 99% of the time here.
Yeah. Not a strong case for Liquid in this one. They're just going to play to contain and to find damage. Maybe steal a gun away in the waning moments. Elige, how many do you think Elige is good for, Anders?
Round like this, if they're gonna exit his way,
Probably.
I say double kill.
Oh, double kill. That's bold.
Yeah, it's Elige. He was playing real well yesterday, both maps.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
He's starting to feel it. He's feeling confident in this team now. Some of the friction has gone away. I feel like it's a good bet.
Oh, what? OC gets the double. What?
Damn, Sun Pass.
Wow, they're doing a great job, Liquid, in terms of finding damage here.
Making it taken out. But yeah, you're right. Trying to make it real expensive. Good fight at the end, I guess, for Death and Sun Pass, but still 6-5. They must be really pleased, Movistar, about what's happening right now. And they're getting into another kind of interesting luxury position here, because even now that Liquid are buying in this round, they don't have all the grenades. So some of this banana fight, for instance, it's just going to be different. It's going to feel different.
Yeah, we see that Shox has nothing in the utility belt. And for a player that's been as cerebral as Shox in the past, that's a huge, huge weapon that he's missing. Elige, though, catches Davig just pushing right through that mid-smoke. And there's an apartment setup, but OC misses the shot. Death capitalizes. Shox quick for the trade. And he knows it's his time to leave. Keep the numbers advantage. Back on off.
Feel like if you're Death's walking up there, you get the kill on that AWP play, you know he has a backup player with him almost every single time. Went to look for it. Naf does take down mopoz. Back into a 2 versus 4. Can still be 1. I mean, they've 2 isolated 2-on-2s that they could try and win here. So smoke going down though is kind of bad news. But they have time to wait 50 seconds if they really wanted to. They could try and wait it out. Carries. Oh, Alex
Goes through it.
He just walks right through. He can't find the kill on that. But that's actually so wild.
Movistar have not respected those close to sight banana smokes. They've been going right through those, and even though he actually makes it through, this time Naf's ready. But that's an interesting round. It's more or less Liquid winning in the default there. Just winning fights across the map early on. Elige gets 1, OC, then Naf's there for the B side hold. A round where Movistar probably didn't get to enact the plan that they were looking for.
Oh, definitely not. And I mean, just Talker going through smokes, that's what got them the early death there when Elige catches Alex, I think it was, or Davig, and like that whole thing is... Yeah, Davig, that whole thing is set up... I mean, they tried to do the same thing at the B-bomb side. It could have worked, especially in B, right? So like going through smokes, obviously super risky, but man, if you catch the right timing, you sometimes almost get free kills. 6-6 tied up.
If he did it 5 seconds earlier,
yeah,
they were boosting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a double kill, and actually, it's a round win. Double kill.
Kind of out of money now. Got that AWP still in play. Okay.
Oh.
That is incredibly bold. You love to see it. And he just dives out of there. Oh, man.
That was cool. That was cool. Cool way to put a spin on the deep mid G2 smoke from OC. Oh, you don't usually get that much information out of a flash, but now Liquid have a very, very strong idea about where Sun Pius' op is.
I was talking to Vendetta one of these days around just the variety of smokes that land basically, yeah, towards middle, kind of like right where Davig is right now, like how much it matters if it's straight in the middle or if it leaves a little gap on the left-hand side that people can sneak through. Like there's just the same, it's like 7 different smokes that kind of all look the same.
Right.
But they're not. Kind of hard on the T side if you see it landing, like, oh, is this, like, are they trying to cross behind this, or are they just sneaking around, like, left-hand or right-hand side, or what's happening? Are they boosting on, like, there's a lot.
There's a lot of ways to control the early round with that smoke.
Yeah.
You can nade behind it. You could spam through it with an A1S. Like you said, you could boost. It's a cool little way that the meta has developed on Inferno.
Yeah, just behind one position, basically. All right, pushing into it. Nitro doesn't want to fall back, wants to help out Naf inside of the bomb site. Well, they're getting really close right now. A kill here in favor of Movistar would have gone a long way. If they could have picked up one of these 2 players, might have been a chance for a bomb plant, but they hold really nicely back here. Nitro eventually goes down, but it's a little bit too late. I don't know, they got about as close as they could have wanted to. No double up needed for Liquid.
Seemed like there was some support utility to aid the backside players. Either that or just really strong movement between Naf and Nitro to get to the corners they needed. And once Naf got to new box, it really did feel like this round was over. There's no way that they were going to get him out at that point because the rotations were already so close from Liquid. However, Movistar got pretty close there. They put a lot of pressure onto that site. And they're taking a timeout now. How do they use that space? What was working in the early rounds that they're not finding success with now?
I mean, I think certainly one of the blueprints they were playing around with earlier was leaving mopoz top banana, putting pressure on mid, and then falling back and sort of catching. Like that seemed to be, and this is a pretty standard Inferno play, which is fine. But that seemed to work really well. But a couple of rounds now, they've either caught mopoz by retaking top banana, or he's failed the first fight either way. Like it seems like he's been running into trouble individually. And that makes it a bit more tricky.
Yeah, he did start off very hot in this game, and he was a key reason as to why they won their match yesterday. But he needs to be able to keep that up. Liquid, they're in this one. And OC, he's been pretty confident. See how far OC takes this. He's holding for the jump up.
Yeah. It's an interesting position as an AWP player because you can't scope, obviously. They'll give the game away, so you're kind of stuck up here looking through. Eventually going to try to back on out of there.
It's like you're moving through your house with binoculars attached to your face. It's very difficult, even if you're familiar with the area.
But maybe that would be a way to practice playing this kind of Counter-Strike outside of the game. Just maybe do that sometime.
A method actor.
Yeah.
In terms of how you play.
Alright.
Okay.
Looks like they want to retake top. Oh, they could. They had 3 people there. I was going to say, it would make a lot of sense to try and go for it. And again, they sort of the same setup. They'd find mopoz alone if they actually went for it. At least 10 seconds ago, they would have. Now, it's changed around a bit. Oh, what a find. Not even just getting the kill, but he's going to realize, man, there's no one here. Naf goes for a bit of a spray, and that probably seals the round. He's just... I mean, there was a backup there. Nitro obviously throwing a flashbang. It worked so well.
2.5 kills for Naf. Now there's already the crossfire set up between Elige and Nitro. Good molly to unseat Nitro here, but he can just tuck away into second oranges. And Movistar, they're just trapped now. This round's over.
Yeah. 18 seconds on the clock, and they're trying the best that they can. There's no entry to this bomb site. Oh, man.
Very nice rotations from Liquid there, recognizing everything. I gotta give credit to OC. This is the second time now this game that he's just crouch cleared or walk peeked into an angle with the op, and he provides so much information for the team while managing a kill. He's done this now once at Banana, he did it at Bracket that last round, and those are round-winning plays. It's a single frag, but it gives your team so much information that you can relay. Advances the rotation timing so much that the T's at that point, their positions are entirely known by Liquid.
Yeah, it's huge, isn't it? And he's 14 and 5, and he's doing all of this other stuff that you just mentioned on top of it. So his impact on the game right now is
immense.
Yeah, it really is measured way beyond just the kills that he's putting up on the board. All right, flash through. I like it. Trying to see if they can hunt down someone then with the Tech 9. It doesn't work out, but I think it's worth a try. You go into the 15th round. You don't really have any kind of real economy on that Spanish side, so why not try to see if you could steal away a rifle at the top there?
Pretty much has to be a B exec. There's no space for Movistar otherwise. They've got a couple smokes, so should be seeing CT in coffins. They've got the fast God Flash coming out, and it works. Nitro gets caught off guard. Naf just has to tuck away into the shadows.
Yeah. Ooh, they're pretty quick on the bomb plant too. Yeah, no reason for Naf to try and challenge that and go down. Oof. Deaths is lucky to be alive for the minute. 4 on 4 right now. They do have another Molotov to throw back there. Actually, Naf gonna find the kill on Alex. Now, Molotov and Elige could be really, really painful if it goes into the right position. So I guess we'll see. Is he gonna try and throw it into the ceiling or maybe get someone else to do it? Yeah.
Emo lineup.
Exactly, really good stuff. Naf counting the seconds, and they're gonna go behind it. This is gonna be pretty difficult. You can see Davy G, the pressure is on, and the flames will catch him. It's such a good grenade. Everyone should know that one by now. And Death goes down last. Great retake here for Liquid. Incredibly well timed, down to the last second, but it's gonna be a 9-6 at the end in their favor.
Not bad from Liquid there, showing some composure and bouncing back in this half, winning 6 of the last 8. We'll see if they keep it up in the next half after a break.
Hey Future Pros! Sometimes in CS you just want to get aggressive and take the fight straight to the enemy. I'll use this mid push from Astralis to demonstrate a reasonably good approach to get up in the faces of your foes on Inferno. It really helps if you're keeping track of the
Liquid definitely had some struggles at times, but OC is just back at it again today.
The confidence he's showing day by day is improving and it is making Liquid a force to be reckoned with. Because there's nothing you even need to game plan about OC going for a mid-peak. He just does it.
Yeah.
And it works. Sunpius in CT, looking for the spam. There's a two-man backside setup for Movistar, and mopoz takes down the aforementioned OC. Pushing on forward is Shox. Alex, though, lies in wait. New box, he's getting crunched. There's so many players around his position. How is he managing to stay alive so long? Elige jumps at him, and Sunpius somehow takes him down through the smoke, leaving Naf in the one-on-one.
Just a fight that never ends at the B bomb site. But finally, it's come to a bit of a break here. Naf versus Sunpius now. I think mopoz, did he get the first guy on the guy jumping? Did he actually hit the headshot? Oh, Naf takes him down. That is a nice little shot there. And it will be Liquid winning the pistol round. I think they did a great job holding the B bomb site initially. They got some kills. They stayed alive. That B defense did almost everything it could have done.
It looked very promising for Movistar in that one, but Naf just pushing on towards CT, gets the 2 rotators, and then wins the 1v1 on top of it. Got to give the most credit to him, of course, but I thought the Movistar setup was very solid, especially when you find the opening kill there.
Yeah.
When there's Glocks coming at you, that's usually enough, because the crossfire was still enabled between those 2 backside players, but it's Naf. It's Naf with the heroics.
10-6. I mean, now, unfortunately now, that 9-6 scoreline does put it in a bit of a different light. It definitely means that once they pick up the rifles, they're gonna have to lock down the second half really hard. I don't know how easy that will be. Mac 10s on 4 out of 5 players on the Liquid side. There is some head armor on 3 players on Movistar, so maybe they could do something with the Deagles. Not going to be necessarily easy. There's a lot of speed behind those SMGs, but there we go. At range, Elige goes down.
Yeah, Elige going before the Moto Smoke blooms. And Naf, he's not clearing the back of the site. Death is still here. Takes him down. This is becoming very awkward for Liquid as Death finds another from the back. Now Nitro has to try to recover. Gets a dink, but no kill. Really wishes he finished that one off, but Death raining a nade from above. And the first kill of the round going Liquid's way is a nade from OC. This is so tough for him to piece together. There's players all around him. Alex already playing the off angle in the apartments. See if OC clears it. Spots the leg, and OC will fall. Movistar fight back.
It's a great mirror of the first half, obviously, where Liquid steal away that second round. Movistar get a chance to do that themselves with some really impressive work from Dest back there. And like you said, just a slight oversight. You could tell he's not quite thinking about it. And by the time that he does, it's too late. Although this second shot that's cool.
Yeah, that's the cleanest one of the round.
Yeah, nicely done. Oh man, that changes so much for them, doesn't it?
Yeah, just one little overstep, felt like, and that all fell apart for Liquid. So, Movistar, well, we were talking about the scoreline, and this puts him in a position to get pretty close. You win this, the next, with the Liquid save, and 10-9, anybody's game all of a sudden. But Liquid have a plan. It's looking like it's going to be a fast bracket take.
It's the most amount of Tech 9s I've seen in a long time. Does make me a little bit happy. Get slowed down behind Molotovs, but I don't know. There was a point in time when once you heard those Tech 9s go off, they never really stopped shooting.
And everybody's terrified. That's defending.
Yeah, 32 bullets, just click, 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 click. 5 of them running at you. The
damage value was insane. The accuracy while running was insane. That gun was a force.
Yeah. It's probably good that they changed it, but
I'd agree with that.
It still has, I think, a space. You can still make it work. Oh, nice nade. Gonna land right between them. Oh, I thought I would have done a bit more damage. They're getting kind of close now. Big opening. Elige will take down one. Death's the hero of the previous round, and he's gonna keep going. A little bit of assistance there at range from Alex, but ultimately, nice round out of Movistar. And they're celebrating. They're actually loving this right now, Maui.
Not a bad hold. They should be excited by that. This game felt like it was in Liquid's control, but now Movistar have weathered the early storm. They know that it's just going to get easier in this next one.
Alex, I noticed on Twitter, people were saying that there should be a Kitchen Nightmares with you criticizing ESCA main players.
Yeah.
What's that about?
I think I'm starting to gain this reputation as being a mean guy and that I yell a lot, but that couldn't be further from the truth. I'm the nicest guy in esports. Would you agree with that, Steve?
Of course, yeah.
Right.
All right.
We're not tricking the audience right now.
I'm glad that we solved this.
Yeah, we sorted that out.
Yeah. We can clip this and send it to Alex. We can refer to it later.
Right. I'm not mean to anybody. I just love the game.
But as a concept for a skit, I think that works really well. You know.
Oh yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, because I'm so nice that it's just like it's so out of character for me to get mad at anybody like that.
There we go. Exactly.
Right.
We got nothing but pistols really on the Liquid side, so I don't know. I mean, around like this, there's not much you can do. Hope for like a really quick shot, maybe with that P250 somewhere. But if that doesn't happen, there's not much really to it's to aim for. Nicely done.
That was pretty clean. Yeah, if anybody has any lines for what this skit should look like in terms of like the famous Ramsey quote, "You're between two pieces of bread, so what does that make you?" An
Exactly.
an idiot sandwich. There needs to be something similar for Counter-Strike terminology.
I'm pretty sure they can all be like used somewhere or another, right?
You gotta appropriate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Failing a Molotov like this. This CT isn't even cooked. He's still raw.
That's so good. That's so good.
There's ways we can do it. 20th round, and Liquid are back with rifles though. And this is where it gets interesting, right? Because I think their CT defense looked pretty good, but that doesn't always mirror on the T side. Like, there's no guarantees in that sense. So we'll see if Liquid can find the openings that they need. They're pretty far back. They're not trying to get that early banana control, or at least not straight away. Nitro, though, eventually will do it. He's been pretty good on the entries on some of the other maps that we've seen from them.
Some retake utility for Movistar. This will confirm that the car position is clear. Liquid are still maintaining some space in the middle of Banana. But it looks like Movistar, they might want to even press forward, but that lost Molotov might push them back. It does. Yeah, they don't want anything to do with it after that nade fails.
It's very, very interesting. And Movistar, they're so far back, and they have been for the whole round. They're giving a lot of map space to Liquid. And I don't think Liquid even realized. They haven't really checked top mid. They don't necessarily know that they actually could take a lot more map space than they currently have.
It feels like Movistar have used so much utility, but they actually have 3 smokes left with 35 seconds left. This is not a bad position to be in for Movistar. They could drop one of these towards short or long side, and their defense is going to be so strong. Even a molly at this point in the round?
Yeah, Death still has his smoke. He could try and follow up on this. Sunpayas with 2 big kills right there. 23 seconds. Yeah, they're getting slowed down way too much here, Liquid. Finally getting the kill on Death, but OC, I don't know what he could do here. 14 seconds. Bomb plant might be about the best you could do. Nade right on top,
wow.
and that blows him up. That was perfect.
It even uses the backboard a little bit.
Yeah.
Nice bank shot. Fundamentals right there. That was some excellent utility work from Movistar. It barely even felt like they had to do too much in terms of mechanical ability. The nade timings were excellent, and that's one of the reasons they had a very solid defense yesterday against players. They held the nades until late round, knowing that these top tier teams, they're gonna burn the entire clock. But very well done.
It's putting them in a great position. They've caught all the way up. Remember, 9-6 finish at the end of the first half, and now tied up 10-10. They have the economy behind them in a much bigger way than I think even Liquid did at some point to the beginning. So they're going to be excited about this situation. And get a little bit more forward on the defense this time. They could also guess the economy, so maybe they just know, yeah, we're going to have a little bit more leverage on the forward parts of the map. Mopoz kind of being left alone, that 4-1 setup that we talked about earlier.
Wow, that flash has a lot of value. That just stops this molly clear entirely. He's jump spotting, spots one. Doesn't want to get caught out. The rotation's already coming in from Alex. And mopoz looks to boost. Not a bad idea. This is always a strong setup, especially if mopoz gets into the site now.
Yeah, they have this covered in a big way. I guess they're kind of out of nades over at the B-bomb site, but they know they're not going to be up against everything. It's not going to be a full-on execute, so even just the crossfire here. And now they've got deaths joining in, so it's just getting better and better every second right now. Seems like they have a good read on the situation right now. CT side, that is. mopoz forced out a bit. Nice Molotov, great headshot. That does break open the bomb site a bit, and Alex, he nearly got that kill on the Liege to begin with, but not quite, so it's going to be a bomb plant. And this is, I think, a little bit unexpected.
It is. And there's not even that much utility for Movistar. Oh, that's a huge kill to find for Alex. Nitro presses on forward, but Death is covering his back. This is some great teamwork coming out from Movistar right now. Very good trading, spacing. And the double emo. OC, he can't just sit there. He knows that. He's got to look for some fights. Got to win some fights. That's one. And he takes down Alex as well. This is doable for Liquid suddenly. OC still posted up, but Deaths finds him. Will they expect a Liege though? He's in a tough position. Takes down one. There's no time for Sun Pius now. This is a stolen round from Liquid. I can't believe they just pulled that off.
Unreal, isn't it? Oh, yeah, he wanted to escape OC. He didn't want to get stuck back there with a Liege. And then in trying to escape, he actually got 2 kills and just stayed put.
OC doesn't only just have confidence right now. He's hitting shots. Those rifle shots were precise, and he needed to hit them as quickly as he did. I don't even think he had body armor in the last round. So if he gets tagged in those fights, that aim punch is going to do him in. Yeah, 26 with no armor. Man, that's a huge round for Liquid to steal.
So crazy. Yeah, he's taken over this game. He's got 19 and 11, but again, doing work way outside of what that score would suggest. 11 to 10. They've got a 1-round lead. They don't even look at the money on Movistar. Even after losing nearly everything in that last round, except for the AWP, they still have a little bit of a bank after the purchase here, so that's super interesting. Shocks might have heard the drop down. Not going to be able to do anything through the smoke. And Nitro maybe wanted to try and see if he could catch him falling off that ledge. Not going to be able to. Wow, the map is super small once again for Liquid here.
No banana control. Barely just getting into bracket. Sun Pius doing what OC did in the last half. Just creeping on forward towards bracket. And no one's actually holding his angle. Sun Pius, if he posted up right, if he pushed up, he might find a frag. This juncture, this is an important kill. If a Liege gets something here, it could open up a lot of the map. And they're setting him here to lurk.
I mean, this is an incredible position to be in. Obviously, if he catches the right kill at the right time, yeah, it's going to open up that B defense so much. But it goes the other way. Alex able to find him. That is so unfortunate. They're going to save. That's it. I think that is really cool. I mean, you can almost read everything Liquid wanted to do in that round, but it all hinged on that one position.
Yes. If a Liege gets that kill, it segments the entire map for Liquid to just take that B site, lone defender over there. But not the case. Well done by Movistar. They control the situation very, very well. Now, we've got Shocks looking to prepare a little meal. Maybe do a little confit. Actually, it's a cast iron, so just maybe sear some steaks.
It's not a bad play. It's a shame you can't pick it up and hit people with it, you know, like
TF2. Yeah. Yep. They could use some different knife skins.
Oh man, if you open the door to that, you know.
I'm glad they're blade. I'm glad they're all knives right now. Actually, yeah. Don't make it too crazy.
That could be an issue.
Yeah,
that could be a real issue. 11-11. It's all tied up, and I don't know what are we learning about the Movistar defense right now?
They're doing an excellent job in terms of holding nades and also surprisingly piecing together mid-round situations where it looked like Liquid might have caught him off guard last round, but Movistar, they're just ready for a lot. They don't seem to be getting caught off guard very much. Late round, there could be some slip-ups, some errors, but early mid, even as soon as that bomb's being planted, they're in good shape.
Yeah, taking over banana control. They have Death setting up flash, mopoz pushing through. Wow, that could have been super lethal. It's pretty common for T's to try and occupy this space between those smokes to try and see if they can find a gap in there. You would have been flashed and probably dead right away. they're gonna fall really far back from that aggression. But again, Liquid, not really in control of Banana, not really in control of top mid, so it's not a great position to be in on the T side. Wow. That's unbelievable.
That's a big victory.
Oh wait, he could maybe do it. Trying to exploit the same weakness as he almost found in the last round. Mopoz going down.
Naf just killed him through the smoke.
Fair enough.
Yeah. That's an opening for Liquid they didn't expect.
I still don't know what's going to happen. Oh, really? She'll find that kill. Yeah, it's still going pretty well, although they have to be a little bit careful. Oh, Sunpea's moving forward. He's going to be going down, but Alex is in this bomb site. Admittedly, he's alone, and if they slow it down, Liquid, there's going to be too many people here, and it doesn't matter. Shox will find a headshot. Yeah, the only thing I think that could have gone wrong there is if they would have rushed onto the bomb site and just kind of forgot about Alex. Not going to happen.
Right. Elige in this round was the X factor. He got a second crack at making that same play that we saw him slotted for just a couple rounds prior, and this time he makes it work. Give a world-class player like Elige a similar situation, and he's going to be able to break open a defense. That's why they pay him the big bucks. That's why he is touted so highly.
Yeah, and I think that's even if it didn't work the last time he got into that position, just mentally knowing that you could, that, hey, maybe there's a spot on the map here that they are not keeping an eye on the way that they should. If you find that out, you can go back and exploit it. One of my favorite ways that happens on Inferno is when sometimes you'll notice a T side will they can get all the way to the hay cart without running into anyone.
Yes.
And if you can do that, you can be on that A-bomb side obviously in 2 steps, and there's so much you can do from that position.
One good pop flash and you're in there and they don't even know what hit them.
Yeah, and there are some CT sides that they end up setting up in a position where they kind of allow for that multiple rounds. So if you discover that early, you can return to it like 3 or 4 rounds later. You could be like, all right, here we go. Like, we noticed it. We don't use it immediately because maybe that's obvious, but we go back to it again.
There's some great flashes off the skybox that can enable a player that's at that hay cart to just jump right into the bomb site, especially if it's combined with a flash for the pit guy or even just a molly to get that pit guy unseated for a second. Yeah, you can make some crazy stuff happen, and Elige is doing that. Took him a while to come alive in this game, but Jonathan Jablanowski has shown up. And Liquid, they need him. He needs to be the difference maker. This game has been so neck and neck. If he's in it, Liquid should be able to close it out, but still, big if.
Yeah, OC slowed down a little bit more in the second half, so it's good to see that Elige is kind of making up for that. It's not that unexpected when you're trying to AWP CT side or T side, sorry, and not even maybe had the money to buy this AWP a lot of rounds. And this time he got grenaded all the way down. So a miserable start for him once again. They're all on Banana, which I feel like if you stack 5 people here, yeah, you have to keep going. They're gonna be a little bit quick about it. Because otherwise you lose map control everywhere else. They're going to push in. Sunpea's under a lot of pressure, and with the Molotov on top, it's too much to handle. Nitro will take him down, and they're going to be claiming the bomb site. Could go for a retake here. That would be just fine, but it might not be easy.
mopoz is still close, but he's got to find something. You can see that the A player in deaths, he's a mile away. They're not going for this. Liquid will put themselves on a 13. Nice explosion on that site. Sunpea's under so much pressure. The thing is that Sunpea he should be a guy that Movistar trusts, so that's not even a bad setup by the previous results of the last couple rounds. He's been good at finding those opening picks. He's been even getting kills while blind. Everything there at least confirms the fact that, yeah, this guy's good for 1, if not 2, but this time just couldn't quite do it. So Liquid will be able to find a little bit of breathing room, a little bit of separation in this game.
I love how it feels like whenever they tilt their heads, the chicken, it kind of sounds a little bit like they're listening to what you're saying. They're like, yeah,
yeah.
Reflecting on that.
Let me open up my ear to you.
Yeah. Don't be giving away information to the chickens, Maui. They are the enemy.
Oh, they're the enemy. So you support when people take them down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's cool to watch them blow up.
It's too tempting. It's too tempting.
After they attacked me so much in Legend of Zelda, I just gotta get them now.
Childhood trauma. 13-11, 25th round here. And a little bit more aggressive again on the side of Movistar, trying to do that same run through mopoz. He didn't find anyone this time, but yep, they're gonna it's still gonna work. I think they kind of are expecting or hoping for a T to be further forward for that flashbang, but even on the follow-up, they at least get the kill, although it is traded, so 4-on-4.
Looks like Liquid will be in control of Banana in just a moment. Movistar have been loving retake nades at B, but this time the player in sight doesn't have any utility to throw those with, so Sunpius is going to have to just throw the front sight smoke, try to keep the pressure off this site. But this is a round where Movistar are in a situation that not many teams favor. 2-2 setup, and they just want to play back. This is always one of the roughest points to be in for a defending Inferno team.
Shox trying to create the opening. That's certainly going to keep some of these people at the A-bomb site, but the question still is, can they make it into B at all?
Oh, that looked disconnected.
It did. Elise trying to sneak through. They had some weird grenades as well, but OC, that is a nice opening. And they know where he is. They know where Alex is at the back of the site here because Elise died to him now. So they should have a chance to find him, and they will. 18 seconds on the clock. Alex going to be going down, and Des and Davig, they're already backing out. They don't really want to try it. So 14 rounds for Liquid.
That's a prime example of why in a 4-on-4 CT side, you just never want to stay 2-2.
Yeah.
You just can't play like that. Unless you have a huge utility or weapon advantage, it's not going to bode well for you. On a gun round especially, teams like Liquid, the best teams in the world, they're going to put an exec together, a finisher together that's just going to be strong enough. And then the main thing is that they will have the numbers advantage. Wherever they go,
yeah,
they've got more players.
It's very, very interesting. And Shox, I mean, even if he didn't get a kill over on the Archer side of things, just keeping them honest, made them use a Molotov, I think, as well, right off the bat. Just, making sure they couldn't rotate. All of those things could matter at the end, so not bad at all. They did have some interesting smokes. I mean, I don't think we see it on the replay here, but they actually had an initial smoke that landed at the front of the B bomb site, and then they waited, and Shox sort of went and made a noise, and then they recommitted with more smokes and got the entry. So probably a little bit confusing, I think, for Movistar as well. Not quite sure what's going on with the first initial smokes. And I think maybe Elise tried to sneak through one of those as well.
This might be the last potential. This might be the last gun round for Movistars in this game. They've got to come up with a victory here.
Yeah.
This is paramount, and they don't have all the utility they're used to having. They've been so good at holding their nades, but if Liquid go for a fast play like this, maybe they don't need nades. Shox takes down Alex. mopoz in the site with nothing but a FAMAS and an incendiary. But he holds on to it. He doesn't want to drop it just yet. Doesn't want to delay. Just wants to take the fight. And he snuck through the smoke, but Shox saw him. Caught.
Yeah, that is really devastating. They're going to fall back, trying to save the rifles. Ooh, that first timing to take down Alex, where he's got the nade out, is... You hate to see it. Elise is actually out hunting. Gotta find...
That's a huge kill.
That AWP, yes, it is.
That might just seal the game. That's the biggest weapon gone for Movistar. He's even protecting it with his own smoke.
Yeah.
He's gonna that's a wise choice from Elise. Just get it out of the map. And now that option is gone for Movistar. They're even posturing towards apartments like they want to get it back.
They probably do. It would be funny if they actually went to look for it in the last couple of seconds and just it's not there.
These two rifles are more valuable than that op. Surely that's not going to be their plan. But very quick play from Liquid. That's a little bit of a pace change, and we saw that Alex was not ready for it. What?
Last second.
Just a FAMAS now? Oh, this is so dire for Movistar.
Yeah. The pace change absolutely wrecked them here, and the timing is in. Cool, this is a nice slow motion. Oh, he's just looking at yeah, he obviously is pre-aiming the entrance to B.
Yes.
Man.
I bet Sunpius regrets that.
Without a doubt. 15-11. This is very well done. Liquid have won the last 4 rounds. They've really managed to string together, like, proving, I think, also that they have a really good understanding of this T side.
Yes, yes.
Movistar were off to a really good start in the second half.
Yeah, and we'll give Elige some credit for coming alive in the second half. He's had some impactful kills. Shox, too, on that entry route there. Kind of a quiet game. He's sitting at 12-12 right now, but last round, he just broke open that bomb site.
Made it work. They've got some weapons. It's not really amazing, and they're also lacking in some of the nades a little bit, so see if they can hold on to the dream. They just need 4 rounds. Overtime is completely doable at this point in time, but they do need to win this first one right here, and it's going to be a really quick wrap, leading with the bomb. Nitro trying to open it up, and he's running into a lot of SMGs in here. They're going to get a couple of kills. It keeps getting traded. OC burns alive. Sunpea somehow able to find a Molotov kill. I don't even know how. Shox and Naf are left alone. They've got all the time in the world, but the bomb is committed inside of the bomb site, so
they have to fight themselves out of this one. No smokes. It's pretty much just got to be fast kills. Oh, mopoz gets into the site. That is a tricky move from him to use that edge of the smoke. He might get an angle onto Shox. It's so close.
Oh, did he see?
It looked like they could have, but it doesn't seem like either player's reacting.
That's so close. Oh,
definitely spotted now.
Oh, this is now a little bit scary. Naf coming in from the high ground. There's the one headshot for Shox. Back into a 2-on-2, and now they're stuck on the bomb site. Nice swing. mopoz coming in. That might be what saves them here. Again, they're trying to get to that overtime, and Naf is out in the open. They're going to find a way to close that out. 2-on-3, and it gets won by Movistar. Man, they needed that.
That was very well played by mopoz in the late round there. To get into the site, to help his teammate out is one thing, but to just take advantage of the opportunity of Shox reloading here in pit and just swing out, even with 6 bullets, that's full trust in your aim and full trust in his instincts. Very cool to see. And the double swing to finish things off for Movistar gives them a little bit more life. Sunpias has got that op again. Anything's possible.
Yeah, they can really do this. Liquid still have some cash. Even if they lose this next round, they can keep the pressure on. But even that has an expiration date. So eventually they could get to 30 rounds and have Liquid be in a little bit of an awkward position just based on that. Bomb dropped all the way back. So Liquid just taking some liberties, making sure that they can scout out the map. 3-man setup at B early on, so
it's a cool setup. It's a cool setup. Alex is going to be playing the corner here off of Sunpias' contact. mopoz will be tossing forward that flashbang, so that they can hopefully double up on kills. Sunpias, if this works out, he gets this one, and then his teammates flash on forward.
Yep,
there it is.
Pretty tagged. Nicely done. A little bit of a shame, Elige, playing up on that half wall. But yeah, you can see the whole idea in motion. Now that surely gives away a lot, because they know the orb is there, they know someone flashed in, so they could probably do the math and think, oh, there must have been 3 people.
Yes.
Killed one of them, so.
That would be the read. But once again, Movistar, they find themselves in this 2-2 setup. This is not what you want to be in as a CT, unless you have the nade advantage. As a matter of fact, they do have a couple of mollies, so there is a case for this setup to work, but it's still tough.
Yes, it is. Those Molotovs, they can be broken down. That's a pretty good timing on one of them, and mopoz has the other one already primed. We're going to be down to about 20 seconds when the second one's going to land, and I don't know, Liquid, they might be forced to run through the flames here. He's going to use it to try and create a bit of space. I don't know if that could have been landed better. It might have been, but Sunpias, great shot. Even with the flash in his eyes, Elige will get one, and mopoz trying to keep it alive. 10 seconds. Don't face. Just let him run down the clock if you can. 8 seconds now, and that's the round being won, surely. I don't think Naf can actually get the bomb and put it down, so huge defense. Oh, that is so close.
That's so well done. And the fact that Sunpias has gotten now maybe 3 blind kills in this game, his sense for the timing on peaks is it's sharp right now. But that's one of those examples where, yes, they were in a 2-2, but the double molly in the late round, that's something that Movistar seems to always have up their sleeves. They hold a little bit more utility than other teams at this level, where you just don't expect the second molly sub 20 seconds.
Wow. Heads up play from mopoz again to face basically last possible second, just trying to optimize that round as much as possible. 15-13, no bomb plant. Liquid kind of using all of their money in this upcoming round. They're going to have some round loss bonus to work with. It's not going to be completely devastating, but this could be an interesting way. They could be helped into overtime here. Movistar, if Liquid can't get everything they want in the 30th round, if it gets there.
Yep. They're on the 2,400 loss bonus right now.
Yeah.
So it's not pretty if they lose this one. So Liquid, they definitely want to close it out here. Early Molly over, and Liquid, they change up the pace once again. Sun Pius, he might not know that these players are so close, but if he gets out, it doesn't matter. Can't get out, as a matter of fact. But still, the trades are there for Movistar. They're all over this bracket together. It's not just one man going for a solo swing. He's got backup.
Super important, yeah. Ooh, if they get caught boosting, but they seem to have made it out. 4 versus 3. Yeah, if there was no return, if Sun Pius goes down unpunished there, it's a very, very different round for Liquid, but they're in trouble. You mentioned it earlier, this 2-2 split. I mean, I know they're playing 4 versus 3 now.
It's a little better 4v3.
A little better, yeah.
You can justify it, but looks like it'll be a Halls pop. This could get awkward for deaths. Being in this porch position as players are Halls popping, it can get hairy.
Yeah. Down in the pit. Ooh, right for the smoke, but Davig's at least good for one. And now Deaths is really feeling alone out here. Oh, they're running back. He might have heard
the double swing, I think.
Yeah, they might go for it, but they're running out of time too. Backup is coming in pretty quickly. Deaths, that is a good kill. And Elige is on his own, trying to see if he can win this map. 1 versus 3. He's going to get the 1 kill there and pick up the bomb immediately afterwards. Fakes it out. He's got some time for that. Trying to go for the pre-fire even, but he's gonna run for B surely. Yeah, he can do it. He can... Oh, now it's getting a little bit late in the day.
He's got time to make it.
Yeah.
But Alex might just be there. Even if Elige punches in the digits, he's going to be swung on. So Movistar, pretty much an unlosable situation for them here. Oh wait, the time. It's too close. It's too close.
Oh, that is a really, really cool idea. I actually like everything about that.
Yeah, if Elige went, if he made that decision a second earlier, 2 seconds earlier, gets his gun out, there's a world where he takes that. But other than that, Movistar, I mean, I just got to give credit to the early round play. Sun Pius peeking down mid, but still has all that backup. Great conversion in the late round from Movistar, but what they're doing in the beginning, just making sure that they're not leaving a death untraded, it's very, very nice to see that. You need to do that if you're an underdog team.
Well, the bomb plant itself, though, I mean, they have a little bit more to work with.
That's true.
This is probably a little bit of a victory just in that. 30th round. Movistar still aiming at that overtime if they can get there. It could get interesting. I mean, we should give some credit to Movistar either way. They're pushing Liquid into overtime, at least close to it here on Inferno. That's a really, really good look already.
All right, retake nades, it looks like. Okay, no, he's just getting up there. Oh, we got retake nades from a different position, as a matter of fact. Nitro beat it.
Yeah, he wants to try and see if he can find that opening. Oh, they're fiddling around with their grenades inside of the bomb site. That one went into the smoke and got extinguished, and now they're hunting them down. Naf, huge opening and nearly getting the double. Oh, no. They're so close to the overtime, but it might not be enough here. 4 versus 2. The bomb is being planted, and it gets yanked out from under Movistar. That is devastating.
Oh, it's so tragic if you're Movistar. This retake becomes nearly impossible. They still have a lot of utility, so they can segment the site. They've got even a couple Molotovs. Okay, we'll see where they place these. That's not bad. That'll force out one fight. But Nitro wins it, and everybody from Liquid swings now. They take it in regulation on round number 30.
That is super devastating. It really looked like they had that under control for a minute. But Nitro just said he snuck through, and it provided enough pressure, and then obviously Naf through the smoke with a Mac 10. Wow, so close for Movistar to put it into overtime, but they couldn't quite make it.
No, they couldn't, but Liquid...